one of the fastest cars in the world.
Yeah.
And you've just taken about 600 yards out of it on the start of the straight.
He's going to be really upset if he gets overtaken by a Ferrari. Right guys, we are in a Portofino Ferrari and it's my first Ferrari drive on the public road, can you believe it? So the really cool thing about this is these are my reviewing roads. I reviewed so many cars down these roads. We had to go with the roof down because it's a beautiful sunny day, and yeah, I'm half of mine just to really chill out and be mellow, because this car for me, one of the really lovely things about it is it is a car that you can just, it's very practical. It's got two brilliant spaces in the back for the two pups. It's got a big boot. You can load through stuff. You can mooch to the shops, but it's also a high performance, well, it's a Ferrari. So, super smooth gear change, as you'd expect. It does go straight up into 7, doesn't it? It's got so much torque. It's like, you don't need to be driving this in a low gear.
Yeah, you'll notice that if you're driving it very steadily, somewhere between 28 and 32 miles an hour, depending on the gradient, etc.
Yeah.
And it will actually be in 7th gear as long as it's in comfort and auto.
Really?
The nice thing about this car is, and I'm sure you'll be able to experience this because these are roads that you're very, very familiar with, is if you just turn the Manettino just up one turn clockwise into sport, that obviously changes all the parameters that you would expect, your throttle map, your suspension, so on and so forth. However, the nice thing about this car is, if you press that button there, the picture of the little damper, hold it down, that's cool.
God, those brakes are super sharp.
Oh, just as well, really.
Wow.
Now what you've got now with that setting is you've got all the performance values of sport, but you've put the suspension back one setting. So for these kind of roads, you've still got all the compliance, but you've got the quick gear change, the more initial throttle map and so on and so forth. So you can tailor make it to however you want you or the road to be.
And that's at 4,000 RPM and it redlines at 7.5. And it's making lovely noises. Oh, this is a fast car. It's a fast car, but it's effortlessly quick. It doesn't feel like it's going fast at all. I know it's a Ferrari, and that's an obvious thing to say, but it's just...
It's the way that it delivers the power. It's just delicious all the way through. There's no peaks.
No, and the gear changes are so crisp and so smooth.
If you accelerate again hard, up in 4th gear, right, now brake firmly, hold the left lever in. So there you go. See, that was 2 or 3 gear changes instantly, It's auto F1 downshift, which is technology that came from the Formula 1 car a few years ago before they banned it. So obviously it maps your gear change perfect to the road conditions, etc, etc.
Wow, okay. I'll be doing that again then. Now I know that's there.
Yeah, not a lot of people know that.
That's very cool. And of course, indicators on the steering wheel.
Yeah, everything positioned so you don't have to remove control from the wheel. You can keep in perfect contact all the time.
Wow. See, that's That's why you want that extra grunt to be able to get round something really quickly.
Yeah, and safely.
Back in the safety of the, back in the safety of your lane. That's got a beautiful weight to the steering as well. Once you're on a slightly higher speed corner.
Obviously, the one you'll be the one to decide this, Pete. The one thing I feel is it's very, very clever on how it reacts to how you're driving. As soon as you start driving perhaps a little bit more spirited, let's say, obviously within the law, but spiritedly, it gives you what you want.
Like a noise like that.
Yeah.
I love that F1 downshifting. That's a revelation. Yeah, no, it does. When you're mooching, it actually feels relatively kind of dead to the throttle. It's just such a safe feeling car. Almost belies how powerful and fast it is. It doesn't feel like a fast car at all. But then, like you said, once you start putting your foot down, and we're on the public road, so you can't tap into half of what this car has. When you do, you're right, it just kind of lifts itself up, and the fit and finish is it's absolutely stunning. So I've come this way because this is my favourite hill in a car, but also on a bike. I'm a big cyclist, so I love coming up this hill on a bike, but also going down it.
So let me get this right, you enjoy cycling up this hill?
Yeah, down's good. I've done 54 miles an hour on my bike down this hill. But coming up it, I love going up hills on a bike.
What, just because it's a challenge of getting to the top?
Yeah, without having a heart failure.
How many have understeered off down there then?
A lot, I would have thought. It's just such a beautiful bit of road. It's very kind of a Ferrari road.
Yeah, I used to know this. I used to live in Goring by Sea.
Oh, right, yeah.
To come over across if I was working at Thruxton or something, I used to come over these roads a lot.
I think of all cars, Ferraris, the downshift on a Ferrari is just quite something else.
Yeah, it's always, as you can probably understand, this car actually has an amazing stereo in it, but I don't think, particularly when you've got the roof off, you'd never listen to it.
I know.
It's got its own soundtrack.
I'm trying to think of all these clever journalist things to say, but ultimately I'm just enjoying my first ever Ferrari drive on a public road in the sunshine, and it's super special.
I'm glad about that, and I think on a day like this, and on a geographical location that we're in, the great thing is it kind of reminds us all why we fell in love with driving in the first place.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
You know, you can all remember that first excitement. You drove your mum's Mini 850 or something, and you had that bit of sense of freedom,
and I've loved it ever since.
Yeah.
Never got bored of driving ever since. Wowzers.
Can you now see why I said it was quite a spectacular car up the hill at Goodwood?
Yeah. Wowzers. Oh yeah.
You feel yourself really being pushed into the back of the
It's
seat,
that gear change up. You get then a push as you accelerate into the new gear.
And then once you've made the gear change, there's no drop off.
No.
For it to have to pick itself back up again.
Yeah.
Straight away.
Super impressive. So we're now chasing down a DB11.
It's just an everyday occurrence in Sussex.
It happens all the time at Goodwood. Oh, look at that beautiful.
Look at an SL,
Those gear changes are just mega. I know people love, I love a manual box, but there's no way you could manually do that. It's impossible. There's no hesitation at all, is there? It's just pull the paddle and that's it, bang, it's there, up or down.
I always think it's interesting as well when you're on a road like this, where you've got a smooth bit of road on the right and bumpy on the left.
Yeah.
And you can feel that the dampers on the left are being soft, the ones on the right are being stiff, just to try and hold the car as horizontal as it can to the road surface.
driven up and down here hundreds of times in cars and always wanted to come down here in a Ferrari, and I finally fulfilled that one.
Looks like some video game.
Just feel it on the, just on the rises. You can feel the car just helping you out there. Just, it is a bit of a video game. I'm driving a Ferrari chasing down an Aston Martin. Good video game.
But then again, just like realistic, the fastest thing on the road is the white Sprinter van in front.
Exactly, yeah, exactly, or the caravan. Well, here we are back safely at Goodwood. What a great experience. My first Ferrari drive on the road. I can't believe that, actually. And what a beautiful, beautiful day to do it. That is, it's about 3 cars in one, but very, very impressive. Super performance. You would love to kind of get that on a track, but actually, just mooching on a lovely sunny day like today, you kind of don't necessarily want to drive it fast, but if you want to put your foot hard into the carpet, it's very, very quick. Huge thank you to my excellent passenger and driver. Thank you for that, sir.
No problem.
Enjoyed that very much. And now it's just in time for some lunch.
Well, then I get my own back in the other one.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to take me for a spin in the 812 Superfast this afternoon. You're going to scare me. That should be good fun.
If you pay for lunch.
Yeah, I'll buy lunch and you don't scare me. Oh, Mr. JWW is walking out there. So next in this mad day, I'm going to be basically going out in this 812 Superfast again. Not a car we're allowed to drive, but we are going to be driven, and I'm going to be driven by the chap who took me out in the Portofino, and he's told me he's going to show me how to drive, basically. You're going to show me how it's done?
Right, well, we'll have a look.
This should be above average. So I'm all ready for me Ferrari driving, but Tim and I are just waiting for an 812 and an SVJ should go past here, basically one after another.
The 812's on cooldown.
Oh no!
No.
Oh, bad times.
Well, we still got the SVJ.
Yeah, this is true. Yeah. And I have to say the SVJ was unbelievable. Oh no, the SVJ. Oh, is he going to give it some? Here we go. Not bad. Not bad. Today is one of those surreal days. I keep having to pinch myself to make sure that it's really happening to me, to be fair. So 812 Superfast next. Bring it on. So next we can go in here. Oh yeah. We meet again, sir.
Mate, can you hear me all right?
I can hear you perfectly, yeah.
So this is it, 812 Superfast.
Yeah.
Goodwood.
Horsepower?
800.
Newton meters?
About 8 million. Okay, so we'll just bed it in gently, shall we?
Yeah, no, you go for it. I don't scare easy.
Obviously you've got a rear wheel steer as well in this.
Yeah.
You'll feel the car just working all over the bumps.
Yeah.
That's like big pace, up over the top. Just flick it down. This is where this car is just sublime. It almost pulls your neck off, you know?
Yeah. Oh yes.
But you can just keep your foot in.
Oh, that's unbelievable.
You can almost drive one gear higher than you think.
Yeah.
So rather than sort of like coming and having a gear change, that's using all that torque in fourth gear. We're pulling.
Yeah. And then
before you get to the top.
That's brilliant.
warm lap, you know?
Yep.
But this is the thing, the grip.
Oh, that is outrageous. It's a fairly surreal thing happening right now. Chasing down a Ford GT in an 812 Superfast. This doesn't generally happen on a weekday for me. It's outrageous. You can just feel the car's got so much grip and whipping.
And that's one of the fastest cars in the world.
Yeah.
And we've just taken about 600 yards out of it on the start of the straight.
He's going to be really upset if he gets overtaken by a Ferrari.
You know, I'm going to feel a wee bit guilty putting an invoice in for today.
Yeah, tough day's work you've got here. I mean, it's amazing actually to be able to drive that close behind one of these. Oh, you're going to let us pass, look. Oh, you can just feel that it's got some go.
Brakes, if I brake hard, look, feel this.
Oh, wow.
But it's just so controllable, you know?
Yeah. It's just outrageous. It's a bit slow.
Yeah.
What a car. Now, you know, it's one of those cars that's, you're making that look incredibly easy, but I can imagine if you disrespect this car for a fraction, it's going to bite your ass.
I think it's one of the things, particularly here.
Yeah.
You're at a circuit which is deliberately never been changed, because when they got its license back they wanted it to still have the character of an historic circuit. Now we have to respect that.
Yeah.
There's no runoff here.
No.
And it's all about precision and trying to keep the momentum going. It's very easy to try and overdrive a car.
Yeah.
Then you would have a problem. In this kind of car, where you're almost doing warp speed, you've got to be well ahead of it.
Yeah.
And it's just trying to pick the lines and try still just to do things as smoothly and as fluidly as you can.
Yeah. Oh mate, that was amazing. Absolutely amazing thing. Well, Rob, I have to say thank you for that, mate. That was...
Mate, absolute pleasure. If there's anything else we can do for you, just ask.
That was amazing. Absolutely
You
amazing.
feel what I mean at the G through the corner?
Yeah. Oh, mate, you can just feel the car just gripping and biting. It's just quite spectacular.
Okay, cool.
Awesome. Okay, so... Oh, hold on a minute. Safe to say, that's not just a clever name. That car is super fast. What an experience. Now, what else fast can I go with?